Welcome to this video by Customer Attuned that continues to explore how trust is applicable to businesses. I'm Paul Cranston. It's my pleasure to chat with co-founder of Customer Attuned, host of Customer Centricity Corner, and customer experience influencer, Peter Lavers. Today, I get to ask him about the Partner Relationship Survey and its relationship to our colleague, Dr. Mark Hollyoake's work on trust in B2B relationships. Peter, viewers are likely to be familiar with NPS, the Net Promoter Score, or online reviews platforms. Could you please give us an overview of the Partner Relationship Survey and illustrate how it differs from these other feedback tools?
Thank you, Paul, and thanks you for everyone for watching. So 3 quick things about the difference and what's distinctive about the Partner Relationship Survey. The first is that it is very specifically designed for the top end of business to business. So other methodologies are fine for SME organizations, but the Partnership Survey really looking at key accounts, strategic accounts. Sometimes they're called partnerships, where you're actually co-creating and working together on developing solutions. And of course, true separate business partnerships, where you're working with another organization on a proposition to take to market. So that's the first thing. It is very specifically working in that area, the very peak of B2B. Secondly, its foundation is on trust. And as you've mentioned, Dr. Mark Hollyoake's work on business-to-business trust, which I would highly recommend you have a look at if you're not aware of it. And we built the questionnaire based on his work, so it's academically proven, and it's all about building a long-term, mutually valuable business relationships, not just would you recommend us, which of course the Net Promoter Score or system is fundamentally based on. Thirdly, it works on both sides. So these other programs that you've mentioned are voice of the customer programs, but the Partnership Survey, because trust is essentially two-way, it's a two-way street, actually looks at both sides of those partnerships and key relationships. The supplier side people who are serving teams of client side people, which of course is multi-layered and complex. So those are the key differences about what this is and where we play with that particular product.
Thank you. I like what you said just there about trust being a two-way process. And it's great to hear that it's actually academically sound, as in the Partnership Survey. Given what you've just said there, what is the relationship? Is there a specific relationship between the S-curve of trust, Dr. Mark's model of trust in business relationships, and the Partnership Survey?
Yes, there is, Paul. There is a direct relationship because it plots relationships. As I said, the questions have been built to actually be able to place the customer companies individually on that S-curve. And as I mentioned, it shows if the supplier side, where they are on the relationship. And of course, they could actually be in a different place on that S-curve than their customer. And that could be, in fact, it is a major cause of tension within relationships. So just to briefly explain that, if you have a customer who is right at the top of the S-curve, they really want a deep relationship, but the supplier is much more transactional, just wants to shift the widgets, then actually that business relationship is at risk, because that customer may shift to a supplier who will give them that depth of relationship. On the other side, if you as a supplier want to build deep trusted advisor kind of relationships, but your customer or many of your customers just leave me alone, kind of service me and then leave me alone, transactional kind of relationships, then actually you could be wasting money trying to build relationships where there just isn't the appetite to do that.
That's really useful to hear, that often we look at relationships from just the supplier's perspective, that what we're doing in the Partnership Survey is taking a look from both sides of the relationship. When we look at the Partnership Survey, how does it support a wider organization's customer strategy, particularly when we're looking at multiple relationships rather than just one or two?
Yes, and that very much leads on from my last point. So if you understand, if you've got the insight to show which of your top customers, and just stress this is at the top end of your customer base, which of them have an appetite to deepen the relationships and which of them just want to be left alone, you can actually build your strategy around that. And then just as a quick second point, of course, underneath that strategy, you need tailored key account and partnership account plans to then actually deliver those objectives that you have at that individual corporate or client customer level. So the point of this is that it actually helps you diagnose and build those individual plans underneath the strategy that will actually help you attain your strategic objectives.
Thank you, Peter. That's I think a really valuable point you've just made there, and it's clear to me now that the partnership relationship survey is a valuable tool for protecting your strategic partnerships as well as growing your business in other ways as well. If you are curious about how this survey can support your business, please follow the link in the description or search online for Customer Attuned Partner Relationship Survey, and we'd be delighted to hear from you. You can also follow our page on LinkedIn for more insights and discussions, or even connect with us. Peter Lavers, thank you for your time, and thank you for watching. Until the next video, goodbye.
Thank you, goodbye.